that in. Push it in. Okay, that's forward.
Okay.
That's throttle. Okay, now you want to turn the headlights on. The rear one is going to be undimmed.
Right.
So that goes to there. Pointed. Now it goes all the way to bright. Okay?
Okay.
Now what you're going to do, you're going to pull that. That's the bell. Two short tubes with that. One notch with that. Okay.
And release the brake.
You got to push down a little bit. Then you can. Okay, when we were buying these cars, we got to have the bell on and no more than about 5 miles an hour. Okay, what I want you to do is practice stopping. So push that to off. Okay, then what we're going to do is hold it there. See how? You don't have to go all the way with it. Just like push a little bit on the brake pedal. When you hit the brakes, you don't hit it full force. Do the same thing. Okay. 2 toots. Okay. First notch. Okay, then release the brakes. Okay. And then you're good. And once we get past these cars, you can turn the bell on. Yeah. Take it one notch up. Take it another notch. It's going good. This locomotive weighs about 130 pounds. Stop that warning. If you don't, it's going to stop the train. Yep. Okay, take that one notch. One more notch. See by the speedometer, we're going about 16. Close to 20 on that. Okay, you can release the brakes. Yeah, this is jointed track. It's not continuously welded track, and it will start to oscillate at one speed because the joints flex a little bit. And they're offset, so you'll do one side then the other. So there's some speeds you don't want to be at on jointed rails. Right. That's why they got welded rails now. Welded like quarter mile length. Take up one notch. There's another locomotive we have. It's got a nicer sound to it.
What's this called?
This is a General Electric U25B. It's a Universal Series, 2,500 horsepower, B trucks. In other words, it's got 2-axle trucks. box is.
Yeah.
Two more poles.
Okay.
Why don't you try to stop with the pole adjacent to the window here?
Okay.
If you don't stop there, it's not no big deal. I just want to see if you can do it.
Well, I gotta get a feel of the brake here.
Yeah, that's the idea. Give it just a little bit of power. First notch. The first notch is like taking a car with automatic transmission, just putting it in drive and not touching the throttle.
So is there a sensor on the train that makes the...
No, it's when you bridge the tracks. We have that turned off right now because the kids play with it. They know that if you take like a piece of pipe and jam it between the rails, it'll make the signals come down. So when we're not using it, we turn it off.
Well, we almost made the window.
Okay. One quick toot. Change your headlights over. So this one goes to bright. That one goes to dim. Take your reverser and go all the way to this side. Okay, now it's in reverse. Okay, so now turn the bell on. 3 short toots. 1 notch with that.
Well, look,
And then release the brake. Gotta. Can't see very much, can you?
that's that guy's job, right?
Yep. Take it up 1 notch.
So I bet it feels a lot different when you got 50 or 100 cars back here.
Yeah. What you want to do is not yank the couplers because you can break them.
You got
You got to do it gently. Okay, you turn the bell off. Okay, fill the power for it all the way down. We're going downhill. So we can go.
no slow man.
Yeah, so what you want to do is stop. When you get to those cars, you want to be at about 5 miles an hour with the bell on. And then when you get to where the caboose is right in near the front of the locomotive is where you want to stop.
Okay.
It's simple.
But fun.
Yeah, there you go.
And you don't even need a steering wheel.
No.
What do you do when you want to change tracks? Like you want to put it
Well, you have to get out and manually operate the switch, or someone does it for you, or it's done remotely with a machine. You know, it all depends where it's at. Yeah.
So this particular piece of track we're on, is that used by anybody but you guys?
Yep, it just does. This used to be the track that went down to San Diego. This right of way used to be the way they used to get to San Diego before they went through Santa Ana, Tustin, and down the coast. A little further south is where they have a lake, and it used to be a canyon. And every time it rained real hard, it would wash out the track. So after twice, they decided, and they kept on telling them, you're not going to be able to maintain it. They gave up and went around.
That Canyon Lake?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were back at the station. The first set of tracks outside the door of the station. There are 2 gauges.
Yeah.
Why the second gauge? Why the larger gauge?
Well, the larger gauge is standard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, like these
Like
are.
this?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, the narrow ones are at 42 inches, and therefore our street cars that we had that used to run in LA.
Yeah, the red car and all that.
Well, the red car were standard gauge.
Yeah. Oh, really?
The yellow cars were narrow gauge.
I don't know.
Well, we got a building full of them, so. And several of them do run. But if you have another locomotive that is turned around, the switch has to be set up right. So when you control this, that one's running backwards, and this one's running forwards.
Makes sense.
So that's why it's short hood trail, long hood trail, you know, depending on what's going on.
What year was this built? This engine?
Early 60s. I'm not positive of the exact date. This was General Electric. I want to give it a little bit of throttle, first one notch. General Electric, this is the first model that they had of a locomotive for large railroads. They were making small locomotives, and then they were in partnership with another company, and this is their first venture. Kill the power. You want to slow us up a little bit to about 5 miles an hour. Release, start releasing, release. Okay.
You get a reaction after you release.
Yeah, that's when you're almost to where you want to be is when you start releasing the brakes, because it takes a moment to undo itself. It's not quite the same with the car. And then try to stop with the front of the locomotive with the back of the end of the caboose.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, the yellow one.
You
Yeah.
got it. And then when you stop, you give it 1, 2.
Yeah. That lets everyone know you stop and you're not going to move anymore. Because sometimes you could stop a little bit in the wrong place, and then they want to move again to get in the right spot. Throttle, just put it on. Actually, I think you're gonna make it. I think you're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it.
Bell.
No.
Okay, excellent. Change your lights over.
To what?
Dim. Now it's to bright. Change the direction of the locomotive. Okay. Turn the bell back on.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna go forward now. Bell.
Listen, the bell.
Bell.
Okay.
Okay. 2 tooths.
You can do it. In the little shorts, I can't do it that way. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
1 notch. Okay, release. What you gotta do here, make sure, all you gotta do is, this got a little notch right here, all you gotta do is get it past it, and that just holds it all the way over there. Sure. So if you bump into it,
push it all the way down.
yeah, the reason they have this other position, they go like this, if you have, when you apply the train brakes, it also applies the locomotive brakes.
Okay.
If you want to release the train brakes, all you got to do is do this. If you want to release the locomotive engine brakes, just do this, and it releases the brakes on the engine, but the train's still set up. It's close enough. Okay, give it a notch. Give it another notch. hit the brakes and hit the floor. So if anything comes through the window, it doesn't get to them.
Yeah.
And you hit the brakes and hit the floor. There's nothing else you can do.
But if we were to do that here, you would also want to shut down this, right?
Yeah, that'll shut off automatically.
When you got the brakes on.
Yeah, if you took this handle here and went all the way to here,
Yeah.
it applies the brakes fully on the whole train, including the locomotive, and it kills the power.
Okay.
There's a light here that says PCS open,
Yeah.
pressure control switch. It has to have pressure on the brake pipe. If you dump all the air, which is you do when you do an emergency application, it kills the power.
We get her to drive home. She's actually a better driver than I am. This is really cool. I like this. This makes sense.
Well, the newer locomotives have the controls across that way, and they have computer screens, and it's all computerized.
That's fun to drive.
No, it's not. And it's actually going backwards. It's harder because the controls are behind you. So you're reaching like this, trying to look out the window when you're trying to back up. With this one, at least it's turned part way.
Yeah.
Now this is pretty much a standard layout for older locomotives. So if you went into a locomotive manufactured by General Motors and EMD, the controls would be almost the same. They're all basically in the same places. Give it one little knockup.
They're going to the same place.
Actually, why don't you try going to the one past? You'll see there's a white band around it. You'll see it up there.
Yeah.
See where the silver box is? 3 poles.
He pulls up, that's where he would stop.
Yeah, where there's a white
Silver
band.
band.
Yeah, a little white band going around there.
Okay.
Try to stop that window next to the window.
You can do it, Dad.
It's like flying. You don't know exactly when to cut it down. But I would
Yeah,
say
pretend
now.
it's your garage door in your house. Yeah. And it's closed.
And this is uphill. Supposedly uphill. It's not slowing that much. There, we got the window.
There you go.
Now we're going the other way.
1, 2.
Go ahead. That way. That way. That way. Put a little power and then release that.
No.
Yeah, gotcha.
One power, 1 notch. Release that. There you go. Oh, forgot about the tubes. 3, 3. Pick it up. Let's get a little bit of speed going back. Turn the bell off. past the switch over there, track, then it starts going back downhill.
And you know, to the eye it looks flat.
Yeah. You already slow us down just a little bit. Okay, hold it there, just hold it there. You have to go any further. Now it's hold. Yeah. Okay, you can release.
That's interesting.
Okay, you want to slow us down a little bit. Okay, you can release.
You get photographer.
We'll see.
We go into the caboose again.
Yeah.
Stop the caboose. Got another bell here.
See that track they have over there?
Yeah.
Those two pieces are actually a switch for they're going to install up here.
On this line?
Yeah. Slow us down a little bit to about 5 miles an hour. Release, release, release.
I forget that it works after you release it.
Yeah.
You don't get the effect. You have to give it some power.
Just give one notch, it'll keep us going.
Wait long enough, we might make it. Missed.
You give it a little bit of power, one notch. It'll keep us rolling. You can feel it kick in, right? There you go. You made it.
Where we went? Three?
One. Bell. Okay. You want to shoot this from over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Might change the lights over.
We're gonna do it again. Lights change. Lights
Just be
change.
sure you don't fall off the back. There you
All right, take a step there. So, Dad, tell me what the controls are.
That's the horn. That's the bell. That's the brake. This we don't know about that. This one is the throttle. This is the gear shift. It goes forward here, reverse there.
The technical name for it is it's called a reverser.
A reverser. That's the reverser.
Very good.
Red one.
Okay.
Right.
The lights change over.
I got the lights changed over. I got the reverser changed over. I've got to turn the bell on and hit the 2 hoops.
Right. There you go.
There we go. You get all that?
Yeah.
So you got to have a crane to put that switch in up there, right?
Yeah, we have a couple cranes.
Track mount.
We have one that runs on the track, but we use the one that's tires for that. Okay, you can kill the bell. Okay, give it a notch.
You having fun?
Yeah, we're going 7 or 8 miles an hour. And it's uphill. Now, when you have a gradual rise like that, is that important to the engineer to know that it's a gradual rise? Or does he feel it?
It's more important to know when you start to go downhill because things can go bad quickly. So you want to make sure that you always have the train in control. And the problem with air brakes like these, if you apply on the train brakes, if you keep on applying and releasing too many times, you lose all the air and then you have no brakes. What happens is the way these brakes work is when you hook up a car, it's got a double reservoir and you pump 90 pounds of air into the car. If you have multiple cars, they all do the same. Then there's a control valve that controls the brake cylinders on the car. When you release air, like say you drop down 10 pounds, proportionally, that special valve on each car takes air out of the air tank, half of the air tank, and puts it on the brake cylinder. You're not taking it out of the locomotive until you release the brakes. When you release the brakes, then it fills back up. So if you keep on applying and releasing too many times, in too short of a period of time, those tanks never fill back up with enough air. So when you go to apply the brakes, there's no air to operate the brakes.
I do that.
The other half of the tank is only there for an emergency application. You take this and go like this. It takes the other half of that tank and just dumps it all. That valve just dumps it in like full pressure onto the brake cylinders on each car to stop the train. That works the same way as if the train breaks in two and the hose comes apart. Pressure drops to zero, and those valves on each car detect that and take the emergency part of that reservoir and dumps it on there. At the same time, this PCS switch will open and kill the power on the locomotive, or the locomotives if you have multiple.
So if it broke, I always assumed just the back cars, the remain cars would stop, but the front would stop too.
Yes. And they sense a drop of air. And when this detects it, this will open up, kill the power, and it'll start releasing the brakes. The locomotive will quit pumping air into the train, and it'll apply the locomotive brakes also. There's nothing you can do until you stop and it fixes the problem. You ever see a train going and all of a sudden you get this big whoosh of air and the train stops? Somewhere a hose broke, something happened, and they lost all their air. And they can't move the train. It won't move no matter what they do until they fix the problem.
And when you first come to this locomotive that's been sitting all day or all night, and long does it take for all that air to build up when you
Just
fire
in
it
the
up?
locomotive,
Yeah.
probably about 5 minutes.
Oh, really? It's quick.
Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes. Once you start it up, then you see it's at about 100. The main reservoir is at about 130 pounds. Now watch when I'm going to go ahead and stop the train. Now watch. The pressure is going to go down. See?
Yeah. About that.
See how? And then if I move this, it's going to go down even further. See? At the same time, the air pressure on the brake cylinders of the locomotive are going up. See? See?
Yeah.
Okay, now operate this. Okay, then I'm going to release this. Now I just released the train brakes with the locomotive brakes are still on. If we had a train. It doesn't know we don't have a train, because there's no train. Why don't you try pulling up to the...
Okay. I'll go further.
Okay. Two tubes. Bell. Okay.
We're going to the white stripe?
Yeah. You notice it was at 90 and it started, well actually it's a little higher than that right now. But it went down when I operated this. If we had the complete train, the air pressure in all the cars would be going down, and the reservoir in each car would be applying the air to the brake cylinders. So again, if the train broke in two, or you burst a hose, it would just stop the train. And people get upset, but there's really, if you're stuck waiting for it, but they can't move the train unless they went to every car and bled the air out of every car. And then they could move the train just with the locomotives. They would just shut the valves off, they can move it. But they won't do that if they're on a hill or something. They can't, because the weight of the train may be more than what the locomotives can hold. And you can have the brakes on the train, on the locomotives locked up, but the train will just start dragging them down the hill. If it's heavy enough.
Yeah.
So, go a little further.
You trying to get the white band, Dad?
Yeah, we're going to put that right over here.
And then I'll go back over there so he can see backwards.
That's good enough.
Thank you. Thanks, that was great.
Say something, what?
That's it, one. Okay. Now, turn the bell off. Change your lights around.
We're going to back up, that's 3 tubes.
Yeah, right. Change your direction of the locomotive. Okay. Bell.
Down.
3 short tubes. There you go.
Okay, finally got it. We didn't make any hairpin turns today.
I'm glad.
Take it up one notch.
All I see is an apple. That's cool. Really cool. Good.
Glad you liked it. Thank you. Once we get past the little wobbly area here, I'll give it a little more power. I'll tell you when.
Okay. Yeah, little wobbly area. Really
Yeah.
feels weird.
Yeah, I don't, we don't want to push our luck.
I was thinking about slowing down.
Okay, take it down one notch for right now.